Hello, Facebook friends. Angie Neal here from Meridian, Idaho, stopping by to say hello. I hope you are doing super fantastic this evening. I am stopping by to ask you and to maybe give you some information on how to get out of your own way to get things done. I don't know about you, but I've been known to procrastinate a time or two. So wanted to talk to you about the 7 ways to get out of your own way to get things done. And the first one, and you'll have to pardon me, my little miniature Australian Shepherd just brought the ball in and said, "Hey Mom, kick that for me, would you?" Be gone. Love you. Anyway, don't you love live? You get what you get. As you're popping on, please feel free to type in the comments where it is that you are tuning in from. Would love to give you a shout out. Also, if there are people in your Facebook friend list or in your business who you think might be able to find value in 7 ways to get out of your own way to get things done, please feel free to share. How do you do that? You can click the button in the lower left-hand corner, the share button, and it will go out to your friends. So feel free to do that and let me know where it is you're tuning in from. Anyway, let's get into it. 7 ways to get out of your own way to get things done. First and foremost, if you are looking for a way to get some things done, the first thing you need to do is just actually, if we're following the Mel Robbins 5-second rule, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, you just need to pull the trigger on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You know, so many times we will think about something and think about it and wonder, is this the right thing to do? And we just don't get started. So what you need to do is just make a decision and pull the trigger on what it is that you're trying to accomplish. Second thing, do one thing at a time. Now let me ask you this. I'm sure you've probably heard, oh, we humans, we're so good at multitasking. We can do all kinds of things. For example, there are people who think they can text and drive. And if you're one of them, please don't. We try to multitask, and I'm so guilty of this. I will be trying to get multiple things done at one time, and then I'm not good at any of them. So in this success article, it talks about do one thing at a time. Block some time and just do one thing at a time. So when we're talking about 7 ways to get out of your own way, number 1 is just pull the trigger and do it. Number 2, do one thing at a time. Don't try to multitask. Block that time. Do one thing at a time, then move on to the next thing. Number 3, forget failure. What? You can't have success without failure. And so when instead of focusing and thinking, oh, what if I fail? Just know that failure is part of the success process and that it will happen. And but that's okay, because that gets you one step closer. You will learn from it. You don't fail if you learn from something. And John C. Maxwell wrote a book, Failing Forward. If you haven't checked it out, that might be something that you want to check out. I don't know if it's on Audible, but I do have the hard copy, so I do know it's available that way. Anyway, so number 1, pulling the trigger. Number 2, doing one thing at a time. Number 3, forgetting failure. Number 4, this one. Be consistent. Love it. Being consistent. It is so much easier said than done. So this one talks about, and I'm looking at my success article down here, about consistency will keep you going. Unfailing hard work will help maintain the momentum that you created by first pulling the trigger. And then Aristotle once said, we are what we repeatedly do, and excellent then is not an act, but a habit. So by being consistent and creating that habit, that is going to help you to build that momentum and keep on going to be able to get these things done that you want to do. Number 5, choose your friends wisely. And this one makes me happy because I look at the people that are on here who are my friends, and I've done a pretty good job at choosing my friends wisely as I'm looking at you on here. So choosing your friends wisely. You know the saying, you are what you eat. We are what we eat. Well, the same thing is true about those with whom we keep company. In fact, Jim Rohn stated, we are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so when you think about that, who is it that you're spending your time with, and how are they helping you? Are they helping you to create a life of your dreams, or are they holding you back? So as we're talking about the 7 ways to get out of your own way and get things done, number 1, just pulling the trigger. Let's just go. Let's get started. Get off that starting block. Let's start running. Number 2, do one thing at a time. Number 3, forget about failure, because failure is part of success. And so as long as we're learning, we're winning. And if it would be helpful to you to maybe read Failing Forward by John C. Maxwell, I encourage you to grab that book. Number 4, being consistent, because that again helps us to build that momentum and being consistent. And for example, one of my goals is to get on here and to be doing more live Facebook Lives. And so, but being consistent rather than hit and miss. Number 5 is choosing your friends wisely. Number 6, systematize everything. And I didn't know this, but the average adult makes roughly 35,000 decisions a day. Holy cow, that's a lot. So no wonder, we stall out when it comes to working on our goals. So if you systematize your processes, so for example, if you have your own business, it might be having autoresponders on your email, or it might be having some Facebook ads, or it might be doing some Facebook Lives and then recording them and putting them out there to have content later. It could be a number of ways that you're systematizing the actions that you do, the processes that you do, but it really works and gives you more room for better thinking. So speaking of better thinking, I told my husband not to be on the internet because sometimes if there's more than one of us, it breaks the feed. So he has no idea that our miniature Australian Shepherd Bandit is in here with his little ball saying, squeak, squeak, throw the ball, throw the ball. So if you're hearing that, sorry, but he's so darn cute, you just can't blame him. He's so cute. Anyway, so systematizing everything. Number 7, reflect on your influence. And I love this one because we really do have an impact and we affect others, whether you realize it or not. So for example, you can see behind me here all of these like half marathon and 5K, 10K, all of, I would love to say these are all mine. Some of them are mine. These are mostly my husband though, and he has had an influence on me because he started running and he started losing weight and he's continued, and so I have picked up that healthy lifestyle as well, and I kind of walk, jog a little bit, not really a big runner, but getting there. So he's had an influence on me. You have an influence and impact people in your life. So be aware of what it is that you're doing and how it might motivate and inspire and influence others. So again, 7 ways to get out of your own way and get some things done. Stop procrastinating. Number 1, just pull the trigger and do it. Number 2, focus, laser focus, do one thing at a time. 3, forget failure because failure is part of success. 4, be consistent. 5, choose your friends wisely. 6, systematize everything. And 7, reflect on your influence. Now, if any or all of these resonate with you, drop a 1 in the comments. Let's see, do you procrastinate? You just need to pull the trigger on something? Do you need to just do one thing at a time and focus? If you do, drop a 1 in the comments. Also, if you found value in this, please feel free to share. How do you do that? You can press the share button in the lower left-hand corner. And thank you, Miss Carly from CUNA and Alicia from Utah. I'm glad that you're seeing value in this and that you know what it is that I'm talking about. And especially, you're both busy moms. You've got a lot going on. And so it definitely helps us to have some tools in our tool belt to be able to get out of our own way and get some things done. So thanks for dropping those 1s. I appreciate it. So again, if you found value, please feel free to share. And just know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being on here, and I wish you well. Have a most wonderful evening. Go forth, implement these 7 ways to get out of your own way, and get those things done in your life that you want to do. Take care. Bye for now.